Heather McIsaac, welcome. I know this is a little bit different because now we're talking about disease versus just being healthy overall, but being healthy prevents disease. But this whole Hantavirus thing, I think the reason why people are obsessing about it a little bit is I think we're all still a little bit scarred from COVID, right? You hear about this new virus, and I think half of us are like, oh, here they go again. Here they go again. And a lot of us want to see accountability from COVID. So I already told people that I don't think they need to worry about the Hantavirus. I think they need to worry more about the way it will be manipulated. How do you feel about this? Are you worried about it at all? Or are you so dang healthy that you can tackle whatever gets thrown at you and you do it smiling while eating some freshly baked sourdough?
Thank you, David. Great to see you. I think when it comes to this Hantavirus and the way that the media kind of, spins it up into be this potentially really scary thing, and, we all know that they kind of do it either one for ratings or two to see which edge of the aisle politically they need to spin it. And we all kind of have learned our lesson in 2020 after seeing what happened with COVID. And this morning I was watching the news and I saw a highlight on the screen that said, the World Health Organization is keeping track of the science on the Hantavirus. And it just made me laugh because it gave me a little bit of dose of PTSD about, the whole phrase of trust the science during the COVID era. And that got us nowhere. But this virus is a little bit different. It's been around, I think, for almost 50 years. I want to say in the 1970s is when they really kind of figured it out and started trying to find different ways to treat it and understanding the virus and how it travels. So I think, in terms of this virus coming about, we are in a much better place than we were in COVID. COVID was more unknown. And I think, and I hope the government, the world realizes that, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I think a lot of people are just understanding that this doesn't have to be something big and scary. And that if you keep track of your health all the time, not when there's like a potential outbreak, but take your vitamins, take your zinc, take your vitamin C. When you feel a viral illness coming on, you get that tickle in your throat, start loading up on those two things. Zinc and vitamin C have been shown to really help reduce viral activity in most viruses, especially respiratory ones.
Yeah, and I think that's really like you said, the PTSD from COVID. Like, we're all so tortured with losing businesses, your kids being locked out of schools, masking everywhere, then the vaccine nonsense and all the vaccine injuries. I mean, it was just, the American people were just so abused. The world was just so abused by the handling of COVID that they're worried that their rights are going to be taken again. They're worried that things are going to be locked down again. I really think that's what's the core of this. I mean, this, like I said in the lead-in, the CDC isn't even that worried about this. Nobody thinks this is going to be a pandemic. But let's remember, the MAHA movement grew post-pandemic of, hey, since we're focusing on not, dying from a disease, let's worry about being healthier. And I think that's honestly a great place for us to refocus on being healthy, because healthy people tend to survive even really serious diseases. And that's what we talk about with you here all the time, is how to stay healthy and how to avoid a lot of this stuff that makes us unhealthy. So one last note on this. So I think this is a good time to revisit a lot of our outrage about the way things were handled with Anthony Fauci and all of the misinformation and the intentional misleading the public with respect to COVID. We're not done yet looking for people to pay the price for what they did to us, right?
I sure hope not. It was unfortunate the other day. I had to take my dog to the vet and I see this little beagle and I accidentally said out loud in the vet office, oh, look, it's a Fauci favorite, because of what he was known to do to beagles and all of the ramifications that happen. And it just got me thinking, like, when is this guy going to face anything for what he did to this country, for the false rhetoric that he spread, for the lives that were cost? And it wasn't just him. There was a plethora of other people either propping him up or providing him with information that were complicit. But I think we are ready for investigations, and we've been ready to figure out.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. And Fauci should be held accountable. A lot of people are looking into that now. I hope our new acting AG will send Fauci down the Comey path and have him face justice.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.